Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 8th, 2025, back here for Daily Shakeup number 1000. Several people said they're looking forward to seeing what I did with this, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. I started thinking of something to do to make it special, and then I realized just do what you've done for the last 999, which is share what's on your heart, share what's come up for you, share something I've learned. And this is what it is, and it's perfect timing as we begin the new year. I gave up resolutions a long time ago. I think they're a bit of a setup, or a lot of a setup, but instead I work on a word for the year. And it's not something I think about, it's not a plan, it's not a strategy. It just comes to me. And sometimes it comes to me in December, and sometimes it comes to me right before the end of the year, and sometimes it comes to me in the beginning of the new year. And this time it came to me last weekend. A friend of mine asked me this question. It's a wonderful question to consider for yourself. What are you most looking forward to in 2025? And I thought about it just for a few moments, and I came up with several things. Some were about travel, some were about work, some were about experiences, some were about my work with the Mankind Project. And then this phrase struck me. It's not a phrase I've thought before. I don't even know if I've ever used this word before. But here's what I said. I'm looking forward to making a ruckus, making a ruckus. And that word really landed deeply for me. And I spent the last 48 to 72 hours pondering, just sitting with, is that the word? And I've decided that is the word. I did a little bit of homework. I looked up the definition of a ruckus. And the thing is, it has a pretty typically negative connotation. It talks about it being a disturbance or a commotion. And it's something that we typically want to stop. Kids, that's why I love this picture behind me. Stop making a ruckus. You're disturbing me. Think about that, how often you may not have used the word, but how it would fit with your children or someone. Stop making a ruckus. Stop making a commotion. And that's what I realized. My word for the year, my intention for the year is to get messy and to make more of a ruckus, to create a commotion, to create a disturbance, to challenge people even more, including you, to challenge myself anymore, to be courageous enough, bold enough to speak up, to stand up, to matter, and let things get messy. Because that's what happens when you make a ruckus. So I'm planning, I'm intending, I'm committed to making a ruckus in 2025. That's my word, ruckus. Probably end up with a t-shirt out of this. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I know it's potentially going to be messy. And there's times it's going to be scary. There's times I'm going to want to hesitate and hold back. But just like these daily shakeups, people say, how did you do so many of these? Now 1,000. I did one, and then I did another one. And then I did another one, and another one, and another one. And here we are at 1,000. I have no plans to stop right now. So tomorrow or the next day, I'll do another one until I decide to stop or something stops me. But that's how everything works. You do one and then you do one more and do one more. So if you're wondering how to get to where you want to be, figure out one thing to do. Do it once and then do it once again and do it once again. The point is, I didn't do this 1,000 times. I did this once 1,000 times. And what might be different in your life if you committed to something and did that one thing every day or most days, and all of a sudden you've built momentum, you've built this engine that's moving forward. And this engine intends in 2025 and beyond to make a ruckus. And I want to look forward to people telling me to stop making a ruckus because then I will make one more ruckus. Have a fabulous day and a great start to your new year.